Okay.
Disturbing.
Out in the wild, having a little picnic by myself outside of Total Wine in Torrance at the South Bay Galleria, Redondo Beach, Southern Boulevard, in Artesia. Wow, that even rhymes. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, and chronic tacos, but don't worry, I won't hold my breath for a sponsorship. You hating ass, trifling ass, wannabe, garbage, trash looking, waste of space losers. So anyways, this song I just wrote right now because, you know, it's really fun. I'm really cool and, you know, I know if I have to tell you it's probably not true, but I think in this case it's the one exception since all of you are like living with half a brain anyways. So let's get to it. I can be ugly too, just like you. I can be ugly too. I have a great personality. You can't do what I do 'cause I have a great personality. Every day I try to get arrested just walking out my front door. Every night they say I'm testing, but that's just what I was made for. I can be ugly just like you. I can be ugly too. I have a great personality. You can't do what I do 'cause I have a great personality. The sun comes up, I'm on some bullshit. The sun goes down and I'm so over it. They all think they biggie than me. I don't run with their packs. I ain't I'm not a wannabe. I can be ugly too, just like you. I have a great personality. You can't do what I do, 'cause I have a great personality. Yeah, hell no. Whoa, yeah, I'm a walking pimple, and I won't pop for you. Yeah, hell no. Whoa, yeah, I'm not your Job. Wanna make him go, LOL, nah. 'Cause I can be ugly too, just like you. I have a great personality. And you can't do what I do, 'cause I have a great personality. I can be ugly too, 'cause I have a great personality. And you look so ugly when I look at you. I can be ugly too, ugly like you. I have a great personality. I have a great personality. I have a really great personality. That's so great. UGLY, you are so fake that I hope that roaming silicone in your body makes you go blind. UGLY. So great. So great. Great. That's great. Great. We are all rooting for you. How dare you? How very dare you? I'm so unimpressed with your presentation. The same boring ass, retarded conversation that you used ChatGPT to even come up with. It wasn't from your own imagination. It's not even worth notation or speaking about. It's definitely forgettable. It would be so great to think of myself as the king of the nation, but what's the point in winning when all I'm gonna be is surrounded by losers, which I am every day anyway, so what's the point in even trying? Because I'm just repeating myself, saying the same damn thing. It's so nice that you are agreeing, but I mean, it's not rocket science. Everything I say is so common sense. I shouldn't even have to say it. It doesn't even need to be worthy of an explanation. It's so sad that I'm the only one here speaking about the same damn fucking thing. I'm alone no matter what I do, because what's the point in winning if I'm always only surrounded by losers? And I used to have to look up answers in an encyclopedia to answer my homework questions, which is also bullshit because this world isn't even real. It's just a digital paradise for the worst kind of people. How sad for me. So I don't know if you can. I mean, you really can't understand unless you experience it for yourself. But I'm trying my best to explain the reason for all of my pent-up frustration. Mic drop. Bombs away. I'm already hanging with these bums like every day. No, actually, that'd be a lot better than my situation currently. So, you know, whatever. It's my destiny. Ow. Yeah. Bombs away. I'm already hanging with these bums like every day. No, actually, that'd be a lot better than my situation currently. So, you know, whatever. It's my destiny. Ow. Yeah. I mean, if I don't look as good as I think I do, you definitely don't look as cool as you think you are. I'm just saying. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just being honest. So I'm, done with my picnic and about to go pick up some groceries from the local Rouse, right on the beach, South Bay Galleria, and like Hawthorne and Artesia. I can't believe that rhymes. That's so funny. And, all these cars are driving around. They're loud and annoying and obnoxious and polluting the world and everything. And, overpriced and planned obsolescence made from cheap materials that are intentionally chosen by the manufacturers to break, to just give people more shit that they have to pay for that they can't afford, to keep them working like slaves, spinning their wheels literally and metaphorically, since we're talking about cars. Just like rats thinking they're running a rat race, but all you're really doing is like running on a hamster wheel going nowhere in a cage, chasing some cheese, chasing some cheddar that you will never ever get, because that is the design for you to stay poor and always be poor and sad, just like penny propaganda wants. Anyways, but this car drove by and it had some little like Michael's Crafts or like Joann's fabric little like rhinestone strips, like the kind that comes like on a roll, like a roll of tape, with like the sticky adhesive on the back, just like the thin little like fake diamondy rhinestone, probably like plastic embellishment, or what's the other word? I can't think. Accent, I guess. It's probably like $5 at most for like a yard or two of those little rolled up bedazzling like strips, you know. You cut it long, cut it short. Would go great on like a bra strap if you want to like spice it up a little bit, add some zhuzh, add some sparkle to your ensemble. And they drove by, and like the like perimeter of the car door, like that's where they had it, just like on like the borders of the door, and it was so cute. And I was just sitting here thinking, you know, for all the loud, obnoxious, stupid muffler exhaust pipe noise cars driving by with their like macho guys driving them, their cookie cutter American male clone type shit, I was just here thinking, seeing that sparkly car go by, you know, nothing special, just a generic Toyota or something, just some generic middle class, mid-level, fuel efficient type car, whatever. Drove by, and I was just like, wow, I wish that there was more of that in my life, you know, just fun, sparkly, inexpensive, creative, artsy type stuff. I wish there was more of that in my life, instead of this forced Justin Bieber grooming. Sorry, the Illuminati is trying to interrupt my thoughts as they drive by. Speak of the devil. So yeah, I was just thinking, like, if only there was more of that in my life, instead of these like P. Diddy groomers trying to make me another one of their white boy Justin Bieber satanic ritual abuse fuck toy fleshy clones, you know, as if there aren't enough white boy Justin Biebers in the world being groomed by Hollywood elites and the global politician 1% class getting raped up the ass by Michelle Obama with her donkey dick, and P. Diddy probably with his chode penis, and Jeffrey Epstein with his alleged Tic Tac wiener. Because, you know, there isn't enough of those in the world. They need more. Because it's not fun for them if, you know, if you know, we have the freedom to express ourselves and, you know, choose who we want to have sex with. That's not fun for their 1% social class wannabe slave masters again. So yeah, this program is really bullshit, and all these little losers really need to get what's coming to them. And they need to be reminded that their money isn't a sword, and it's definitely not a bunker that they can hide under. And, you know, paper money or digital Bitcoin isn't the same thing as a, you know, 2-foot thick steel door, a blast door, you know. Meaning your money might help you look like a douchebag when you're driving your stupid little rented Lamborghinis around town for the night, but it won't prevent me from breaking your nose. It might pay for, you know, the doctor's bill to have them fix your ugly nose, and, you know, put your plastic face back together like the jigsaw puzzle that you are. But yeah, it won't save you in the moment, that's for damn sure. So yeah, I just like wanted to remind everybody that like, you know, money is the root of all evil, and you know, stuff is just trash that like pollutes our world and even pollutes our brain by like getting us addicted to the sensation of buying things that we don't need, and just further disintegrates the human community as a whole, you know? It's fine to like sparkly things, but at what cost? And at whose detriment? And like, if it's just gonna like collect dust anyways and you're gonna forget about it or put it in storage, or intentionally break it, it's kind of like a middle finger to the poor little Asian sweatshop workers who toil away like for 14-hour days, making your cheap little stripper Shein outfits just so you can clap your ass for some little punk loser giving you flimsy paper dollars just so you can repeat the cycle of not caring about how your toxic behaviors or selfishness or even a lack of your own self-respect affects everybody else. Because we are the world, after all. So there's always a cost for something. Everything has a price. Nothing in this world is free. Especially not me going on this long-winded tangent that I didn't even want to talk about. You know, that's like the most ironic part, is that like I'm all for having fun and I'm all having for good times and stuff. But I think it's just different for me because like I like make my own costumes. I like will go to a fabric store or the Goodwill and I will like put things together myself. I really try not to like buy stuff online. I kind of just like salvage and repurpose, mostly because I'm too poor to be able to afford, you know, fast fashion and things that you just buy to have destroyed and ruined just to replace them. So maybe if I like got it like you, I probably wouldn't be so vocal about my observations, no matter how based and factual and truth and valid they might be. And at least I wouldn't care as much. I'm sure if I had more money, I probably would just like be like all these other Hollywood phonies that are just like on their soapbox saying this, and that, and then, you know, go around and do the complete opposite. You really can't trust anybody these days. That's kind of like the saddest part. So, just to reiterate, you know, this world is a lot harder and unnecessarily challenging than it has to be. And, you know, the challenges I feel aren't really worthy of the prizes. You know, it's kind of like play stupid games, lose stupid prizes, but I mean, even winning the prize, it's still a stupid prize. So that's just how I feel. So yeah, I'm gonna go and buy my frozen bean burritos in about 10 minutes when I finish eating my little picnic and take time to digest a little bit so I'm not standing up and walking around right after eating. And then I'm gonna go home to my house and lock myself in my attic / bedroom and wait for the world to end. Because even if I won this stupid Job challenge or whatever, the prizes I won really aren't worth it. Since all I'm basically doing is reliving the life that I had already conquered and became the master of so many years ago. So yeah. This is me and not you signing off. Bye. And doesn't that sound just so fucking great? Oh, I think I did it again. Invisible. We're more than just friends. Anything for Salinas. Especially a bullet right between the eyes from her #1 fan. Ow. Oh, yeah. Woo motherfucking who. Woo who motherfucker. Ow. Yeah. You like that? I'm trying to be you, bitch. I'm trying to be you, bitch. Really. Have you looked at yourself? I'm not the one, but you ain't either, and we both know you think math is racist, so guess again. Try again. Dream big, girl. Shoot for the moon, and maybe you too will get roofied and butt raped by one of the stars. Okay, I think I'm done for now. Thanks, bye! And as usual, you're welcome for my very insightful and experience-based words of wisdom. And as usual, thank you all for absolutely nothing. Thanks for the nothing you give me every single fucking day. The 0 fucks given, along with literally nothing else given. And Sturban, Zapustit Bolshaya Bomba, Porque Todos Buenos para Nados, Yamutu, and alright, go die. Thanks, bye. And I know all you slow, ugly-ass motherfuckers belong to some other dumb bitch, so go ahead, I don't want you anyways. Makes it easier for me to send you all to hell. Trash. The thought of you dying makes me want to cry tears of joy. You know, it's like sometimes I get scared of like losing people in my life and like people from my past, but I know it's just the idea of them and not like who they really are as people. You know, like Stockholm Syndrome, I kind of just got used to them like playing a role even though they like sucked at it, kind of like diversity hiring, you know, like they actually are no good, but they're just there because like I really don't know why, because I guess they cry and bitch too much, that it's just like annoying to be around them. But it's just like people like that you really just have to like cut out of your life. Like it's kind of just how it is. And I had something else to say, but I can't remember. But basically, that's just like, oh, right, because I want to be pissed off every day. That's how I want to be. I want to wake up remembering that I'm in a nightmare every day of my life, surrounded by people that think I'm one thing or the next just because they refuse to take responsibility for the nobody fuck shit that they really are. And their tiny little brains and their stupid person crackhead little egos can't handle it. The truth. The thought of you dying makes me want to cry tears of joy. You know, it's like sometimes I get scared of like losing people in my life and like people from my past, but I know it's just the idea of them and not like who they really are as people. You know, like Stockholm Syndrome, I kind of just got used to them like playing a role even though they like sucked at it, kind of like diversity hiring, you know, like they actually are no good, but they're just there because like I really don't know why, because I guess they cry and bitch too much, that it's just like annoying to be around them. But it's just like people like that you really just have to like cut out of your life. Like, it's kind of just how it is. And I had something else to say, but I can't remember. But basically, that's just like, oh, right, because I want to be pissed off every day. That's how I want to be. I want to wake up remembering that I'm in a nightmare every day of my life, surrounded by people that think I'm one thing or the next just because they refuse to take responsibility for the nobody fuck shit that they really are, and their tiny little brains and their stupid person crackhead little egos can't handle it. The truth. So yeah, I mean, these are just like the things that I think about, like when I'm trying to get some relaxation time in my own goddamn fucking house that I can't even relax in because I'm not exactly at liberty to say, but it is less than ideal. And as somebody who actually was trying to like be an adult and live independently and support themselves and achieve all their dreams without like taking advantage of the double standards and inequality and unfairness in this world and of the system, it just really feels like a slap in the face and like really ironic that the situation that I am in is actually like reinforcing some really bad and allegedly false stereotypes that certain groups of people who call themselves minorities and victims and, you know, the biggest crybabies and protesters of said inequality are actually like living up to the fact that they're just manipulative opportunists who do nothing for anybody else and just think about themselves and cry wolf. And when they get caught for getting in trouble and doing the bad things that they do, you know, they cry about it. Just like naughty children when they get caught doing bad things. So yeah, that's just how I feel. But as usual, my feelings don't really matter. Because I'll never be the one you want, because I'm not down for your P. Diddy rapist culture. And you know, if I had my way, you would all be reaping what you sow, and you know, karma would be coming at you hard and fast, like thug life and whatever else. So yeah, I'm just tired of these fake gangster losers who want me dead, but don't have the balls to actually like do anything about it. And this really stupid Cold War that I am living every day in this stupid crack town. This stupid crack town surrounded by slow, mentally disabled, delusional, self-imposed victim wannabe losers. It's just so disheartening and so disappointing. And that's kind of the reason why, you know, I don't even want to make music. That's why every time I upload a new song, it's always me saying, this is the last song. I'm not recording any more music. I'm done. Some stupid idiot just looked at me from his dumb car. I'm walking home from the grocery store. I took the bus home and now I'm walking home. All these fucking idiots just look at me with their stupid, like, ugly faces and their puppy dog eyes. Like, why are you so mean? And that's exactly probably how they sound. Their Down syndrome brains. And it's just like, Jesus Christ. What happened to all the smart people? What happened to the people that didn't think critical thinking was being mean. What happened to all the, like, well, I guess they never really were good people, you know, like benevolent people, selfless, kind-hearted, just for the sake of being kind, and not expecting anything to be given back to them. I don't know. I don't know. You know, it was one thing when I was living in Hollywood, because it was just like, I understood why everybody, like, could have ulterior motives, because, you know, we were all trying to make it. We all wanted to, like, be successful in our endeavors and pursuits. But, you know, moving home, it's not even my home, moving to where I'm living now, it's just like, I don't know. I really don't know. And I really wish that I could say that it's all in my head and that, you know, I'm just being ignorant and I'm, like, having prejudices against people. But I know it's not, because, I mean, it feels like every day I leave my house, I'm just, like, I'm touring the daily PSYOP. The community PSYOP is just how it feels every single day. Everybody is just there, not necessarily for my benefit. And having that kind of, like, lack of trust in people is really just, I mean, it's, for me, it's not really a big deal, because I'm used to having to fight for myself and having to stand on my own, and with everything I've already gone through, everything that I had to go through in this world and my life experiences, really has just shown me the worst sides of people, the ugliest sides of people, the most evil sides of people I unfortunately have had to witness with my own eyes. And yeah, it's crazy that, like, there can be that much evil and, like, orchestrated bullshit and fuckery going on even in my backyard. And it's my backyard. It's nobody else's backyard. So it is what it is. You know, I'm surrounded by losers, and apparently that's never going to change, because I don't know, everybody loves to watch a sad clown and watch the village idiot do what they do, just be stupid. So that's all. So yeah, I've never wanted to, like, be murdered more in my entire life, which is, like, a crazy thing to say. Just a crazy thing to say. But yeah, I just hear people talk, and I hear familiar voices, and it just makes me want to throw up and, you know, punch someone in the nose at the same time. It's, like, so unfair that these garbage people have the freedom to just be the example and definition of a deplorable person, and, like, there is no, like, counter action to that. There is no, like, opposite side of equally good and empowered, like, I don't know, just, like, genuinely decent people in the world. Everybody is just ick. And it's really just disgusting. It's really just like if this is like, I mean, this is the world as I saw it, you know, if this is the world as I see it, then it's really sad, that this is, like, the world that I thought was the most realistic and I guess just a reflection of everybody's true nature. That's really sad. Okay, I think that's all I'm gonna say for now. So have a great weekend. I have a great personality. New song released on Rumble for free. So, you know, eat a bag of dicks and drink bleach and fuck yourself with something sharp and mortally wounding. Thanks. Bye. And do you want to know what the absolutely worst part is? The most fucked up part is that despite being clearly someone who has been abused, not just sexually, but with my past experiences of being beaten up, jumped, the victim of hate crimes, and then date raped, molested, and otherwise subjected to sexual abuse, I still feel, I guess, a connection to my abusers. There is still a part of me that just wants them to love me, to like me, to appreciate and respect me, even though that's never gonna happen. And I shouldn't feel that way. I shouldn't think that way. I shouldn't want or need or crave the adoration and validation from people who don't see me the way I want to be seen, and will never appreciate the work that I do, or the efforts that I make, or the energy that I put into how I live my life, and the message I try to put out into the world, and how I try to represent myself, and, you know, try to be the best person and be a light in the world, and blah, 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 blah. And that's just like really sad. Oh, no, sorry. The worst part about that is that those abusers, those hateful people, those people who only want to, like, bring other people down and shit on people who are different, for, you know, the right reasons, not the wrong reasons. People who are special for the right reasons and not special for the wrong reasons. That those toxic people have fans who see what they're doing and are aware of the negativity that those people represent and that those people try to put into the world, and the jealousy and hate that they actually truly stand for, I guess. And they have fans, and their fans support them and are, like, on their side, and, like, are, for some stupid reason, like, they feel validated, or they feel powerful, I guess. Maybe even if they know that they're doing wrong, they don't care. They don't care because they want to do wrong, and they want to see other people suffer, especially people that are only trying to make the world a better place. And it's those negative, awful, ugly, disgusting, trash, toxic people that are ruining it for everybody. They're ruining it for everybody else. And that they keep people like P. Diddy free and in power, and untouchable, etc. And because of that, this world will never change. And because of that, toxic behavior will always be accepted as a form of entertainment and always be somebody's good time, quote unquote good time. And that's gross. That's really just, that's the reason, that's why we can't have nice things. And that's why that phrase, we can't have nice things, still exists and is still in circulation. Because there are people out there who don't want everyone else to have nice things. You know, they get their nice things. They get to buy their shiny watches and rent their stupid cars and live in their mansions that they fill with illegal immigrant children that are brought into this country just to be abused and sacrificed and whatever else. And, you know, they throw their stupid parties and fill people up with drugs and have their way with them, and then have them killed when they try to blow the whistle. And the police are all in on it because they're getting paid by the taxpayer dollars, and they're getting their own under the table benefits, and you know, they get to have nice things, which is ironic because they're terrible people, but we don't get to have nice things, partially because there are people within the community of we that don't care that they're doing bad things, that are entertained by the fact that they're doing bad things, because I guess it makes them feel like less bad people. But that's not true, because being an accomplice to a crime is also, by definition, knowing that criminal activity is going on and not reporting it and doing nothing about it, enabling it, or at worst turning a blind eye to it, a blind eye. So yeah, that's another thing that makes me sad. So yeah, that's all. Happy Friday. And I guess the even worst part about that is that there are some people who are just so stupid and mentally retarded in the world that they don't know that their favorite rapper is actually a child rapist, or a Satanist. Or if they do, they're just so mentally handicapped that they cannot properly digest the severity of those crimes. And because of that, because that adds to the popularity and that brings the music industry listeners and an audience, the producers and the people at the top of the record label and everybody, the security and the talent managers and the glam squad and the stylists and the personal home chefs and the personal trainers, and the chauffeurs and the valets and the plastic surgeons, who, you know, put that Botox shit in their ugly fucking faces. They all just are staying busy and their lifestyles are unchecked and they keep doing whatever they do, just like whatever, you know. Who fucking cares? Because, I mean, why should they change, right? Because the people who do know better don't care, or they're scared because they don't want to get unalived. The retards don't understand what's going on, so they just keep listening to the same stupid, recycled trap beat or whatever, thinking that they're cool, feeling like they belong to a community, and not feeling retarded. Their handlers, the people, their adult daycare volunteers, which is the worst part. They don't care because, they get to keep themselves feeling important, or they get to go to whatever function or whatever catered event or whatever, like TED Talk or whatever, just to, smell each other's farts and pat each other on the back for pretending to be good people, pretending to care about the disabled and the mentally handicapped, when all they're doing is just exploiting them. And again, like filling their own pockets or benefiting in one way or another, not actually giving a fuck about poor little retarded Ricky or Randy or whoever that's, drooling from their mouth and shitting their pants and being pushed around in a wheelchair. Because all they are is just another body in a hospital bed, keeping their hospitals funded and running. And then there are the people who do know that are also evil and just want a seat at the table. And that's really sad. Have a good weekend. But still, the cycle just repeats itself. They keep finding more and more Justin Biebers, or even the Dolan twins, who you can literally look up their sex tape online with them bent over with their hairless little white asses getting butt fucked by some donkey dick black guy. And then, they go out and they have their beards, their like fake girlfriends so that nobody calls them gay, or they stay in the closet and perpetuate the homophobic feelings in the world, so that people like me, who are out and proud and trying to be just a genuinely good person in general, not necessarily an advocate for one alleged minority group or another, just being myself, can get pushed down or tried to get put in harmful situations, dangerous situations, precarious situations, life-threatening situations, career-ending situations, labeling me as somebody who needs to be canceled, when it's all just for the sake of preserving their secret evil deeds and interests, so that the system doesn't get challenged, so that the evil people in power never actually have to face the consequences for the things that they do. And stupid, desperate little teenage horny boys, for example, continue acting like stupid, desperate, horny, pathetic whores, no different than probably their single mothers clapping their asses in the club, wearing their sweatshop made single-use fast fashion for $1, just to I don't know, go online and complain about how unfair the world is, and how they're the victims, and how the world shouldn't change, but you should donate to their GoFundMe. Otherwise, you're a bigot or racist or whatever. So, okay, that's all. Thank you. Oh my gosh, this has been such a wonderful opportunity. Thank you so much for this great opportunity for me to share my truth and my experiences and my opinions and philosophies and observations with all of you, really. It's The people like you that give me a reason to get out of bed in the morning and look you straight in the eye and remind you that you are trash and you can't scare me because I don't have a reason to be afraid of you. And you could never get me to hate myself because every stupid, retarded thing you do just reminds me of how great I am. Just living as a normal person, not even somebody on TV or with a podcast or with 1 million subscribers or a HelloFresh sponsorship or being a guest judge on some stupid scripted cross-dressing reality TV show or any other bullshit that all these losers are programmed into thinking means you're somebody important and that you matter. So, Friday. It's Friday. Frizzity Friday. Hell yeah, girl. Fuck yeah. Ow. So, like, yeah, that's all. Okay. Like, party lit AF, bruh. Okay. Like, and don't forget, you're trash. Good night. Oh, and I know that, like, life imitates art, which imitates life, and, you know, blah, 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 blah. But just because you see something on TV doesn't mean you should go about doing it yourself. You know, you normal person. You're not an actor on a set. You're not a Hollywood A-list celebrity playing a role in a big budget Hollywood movie. You're just some crackhead, like, getting butt fucked by your cousin on the couch or on the floor of the garage behind the family van, pretending like nobody else knows. So yeah, just because you see some big-breasted Hollywood slut, you know, putting the goodies out there for the world to see and inviting every guy to, like, oogle and ogle her, literally saying that's what they're there for, doesn't necessarily mean you should be, like, doing it at the supermarket, especially because that big-breasted Hollywood bimbo that's, you know, just taking place for the next 15 seconds of fame slut that's coming down the assembly line. She probably used to be a man before, you know, she made the cover of Cosmo magazine or Sports Illustrated or Vanity Fair or whatever. So just keep that in mind, kids and mentally underdeveloped adults. Thanks. And you're welcome, medical industry professional groomers, for doing your job for you for free against my will. Because what is forced volunteer work, if nothing but unpaid slavery? So, you know, even the Jews in Egypt and the blacks in America had it better than I do right now. After all the hard work that I do for free, that doesn't even go acknowledged. And you wonder why I don't care about anything that anybody else does. And I'm so impressed with everybody else's presentation, because how can I be happy for you when all you're doing is ripping me off, and a poor man's cheaper version at that. So, yeah. That's all. Okay, bye. Am I funny? Do you think this is funny? Like, hee hee ha ha ha? Wow. Oh, and you know, white people in Eastern Europe were slaves too. Just ask the Middle Eastern or like the Arabs, who literally called them Slavs. Like slaves, but without the E. Kind of like your world. Slaves without the E. That's me. Get it? Ha 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 ha. Funny. So for anyone out there pretending to be the victim, newsflash, the irony is you're closer to being a slave master than anybody else, just trying to survive that isn't constantly crying and wah, because what you're really doing is enslaving the rest of us to the annoying bullshit that is coming out of your mouth. So think about that. Okay, great. Thank you. Bye. And this is just a little story time for my day today. I originally had plans to go to two little cum dump events. Some whore was anonymously taking loads. That means jizz or sperm for those people not in the know of the current lingo, in a dirty, gross hotel room in the neighborhood area. And then there was some other squatty, fat, hairy potato man in his middle, probably late 30s, early 40s or older, with some cracker sugar daddy, some old cracker looking, Epstein Island frequent flyer, sugar daddy, having also a little gay orgy kickback that I was going to go to today. And I was totally prepared and planned. I starved myself yesterday and sat on the toilet probably for 3 to 4 hours total, just over the span of yesterday and today, trying to get ready for this party where they said no strictly bottoms, they wanted me to stick it in my wiener in them, which as I've tried to explain before, there are other things I would rather do than put my dick in trash. And if I'm gonna put my dick in trash, I might as well go to a dumpster and find a rotten banana peel or maybe a blender. That would probably be more fun as well. But instead, so I was gonna go and buy a new bottle of poppers for anywhere from $15 to $30. I was also thinking about going to the bar before and getting a Bloody Mary, just because I was feeling so despondent about the whole situation, because this kickback party was in Long Beach, so I was going at 8 o'clock at night, so I was gonna have to get on one bus, get on another train, and then maybe end up having to walk 3 blocks in the middle of the night through Long Beach, even suburban Long Beach, just to hang out with just not model people, to be honest, kind of uggos, and maybe could have been some drama there, and instead I decided to go to Starbucks, which was my first mistake, but I will accept that as just a $3 a life charge. But I bought a $3.95 turmeric immunity shot, and then window shopped at the mall for a little bit. Went to Ralph's and bought some groceries for $15, which go me, or $20 either way. And then I went to the tchotchke store in the mall, kind of just useless knickknacks and decorations and whatever, and bought 2 votive candles, or not votive candles, but just 2 little cute smelling scented candles for $5 each. So now I'm home. So that's my day, and now I'm just gonna watch a movie, watch the news, wait and see what the political theater clones propaganda they will try to feed me and brainwash me with, and then I will eat something for the first time in 22 hours, 24 hours maybe. And then I will probably watch TV, which is all I do with my day. Sit in front of my box fan that I bought at Home Depot last year, which has still been going strong despite being ran almost 24 hours a day. But, you know, it only costs less than $1 to have the fan running per month. So that right there is A+. Go me for my due diligence and mindfulness when it comes to trying to be comfortable in my own goddamn fucking house. So there's that for you. So to everybody that I'm not going to be seeing today, you know, have fun doing what you always do. What I spent the last 10 years of my life doing. And try not to miss me too much. I know it'll be so hard for you. Because everything else is. I know this is just one more disappointment for you, just one more letdown. You know, me being the shallow person that I am, thinking that I deserve better than having to settle for a mid-level psyop. But, you know, it's just who I am now. So thanks, bye. And you know, if it makes you happy, then why the hell are you so sad? And I know where I'm going because I've already been. And I don't care who you are because, or where you're going, I know who I've been. So suck it, you ugly fucking bitch. I would say just kidding, but I'm not really kidding. Ow. 'Cause I know, yeah, ow, where I've been, yeah. Yeah. Ooh, yeah. Where I've been. You got nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Now you know how it feels like to live in my life. Are you sure you still want to be me?